and trying to figure out the best way to tape them so that we're not replacing them too often.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been a work in progress.
So just to be sure, when you place the needles, are people taking the little blue sheath, the cover, and pulling it all the way back and away?
Yes, they are.
Okay. That's sometimes has been a problem other places, so I just wanted to double check.
The thing that we found
is that.
Yeah, no, they're not taping that. But what we found is we pull them all the way back, and then we followed the instructions of like tying this loose knot. And the sheets were like you gather all of the electrodes, and I don't know where I read it. One of the things that came with the machine, and you kind of tie a loose knot so that they're not all hanging loose, and then you secure it underneath like a hat or something. But we found that when the blue cover was distal to the knot, so when the needle came out, you can't cover the needle. You have to undo everything. So that was something we figured out in process.
To put that above your knot.
Either put it above the knot, or then lately, I think the last one or two babies, we decided not to do the knot. We just kind of gathered them
knot
and like wrapped a posy, blue.
Sure, that works.
Around it instead of doing the whole knot thing, because it led to, I think, one person. Or it led to just like dropping the needle in the bed.
Yeah.
And it was really hard to find the string to cover it, and so.
Yeah. So I think just a few things to suggest would be make sure people are inserting the needle all the way into to the skin, the hub to the skin. So not just, only going halfway, like making sure they're going the whole way.
Okay.
The other thing that happens sometimes with needles is people start too high or start too low, and then they end up getting a lot of needle or a lot of muscle artifact on needles. So just kind of making sure people are starting a little bit more towards the sagittal suture, and then having the needle itself terminate its insertion where that dot is. So not using the dot as a target, so kind of going above it and then going in.
Okay.
Then are they chevroning, like with steri strips or just tape? Like a crisscross chevron like you would do for an peripheral IV?
We were doing the chevron.
Okay.
Yeah. But
we
were using the clear, like just the microbore clear tape that we use for IVs.
That's fine.
And then
you're doing like another piece across both, or even a tegaderm across both of the needles?
So I think, I'm trying to remember the last one, how they did it. I think they actually did one like straight, like over straight where the needle would be to kind of secure it, and then did the chevron, or did the chevron and then did the straight piece, like in line with where the needle and the wire would be.
Okay. Yeah, I would just tell people just fall back on your IV skills. Like just kind of tape it like you would a scalp IV with that, crisscross chevron and then the tape. Also using like a Surgilube or something on the hair will kind of make it, you know how like in the old days we used to make little bows and use the Surgilube on the hair and then it would make like a paste. Sometimes that helps with, for making the hair stickier and crunchier, and then it lets that tape attach a little bit better. So some of those old, tricks tend to work really well still. And then I don't really like a hat. I like more of a wrap. So if you take like a stockinette and lay it flat, I like that better than a hat per se, because I find that the hat's really hard to like get down over the needles, or you have to stretch it so much to get it over the needles that I find if you just place like a stockinette, either opened up and then you kind of wrap it in front like a big headband almost. I like those I like that better. It kind of distributes the pressure a little bit better and holds it, I think, a little bit better.
Yeah, we haven't really used a hat because it didn't. Yeah, we started
doesn't
using,
come down.
Yeah, we've not used a hat. We bought like what? It's the stuff that you would wrap for like an ACE. What's it called? Oh, drawing a blank.
Like Coband or something.
But yeah, like Coband.
And that'll work.
And did that, but we found that it kind of inches its way up. You know, and it ends up like off the head and at the top, and I don't know, people haven't really liked it too much. I've heard a lot of, well, but you know, it kind of, they think it inches its way up and then it, you know, dislodges the needles, and so they haven't been real happy with the Coban. So
yeah,
I don't know.
It may be too thin. That's why I was thinking the stockinette. You know, the stockinette, if you can get maybe I'm looking at like even like a 5 or 6 inch width. So maybe if you had a 3 inch and you cut it up the tube and laid it flat, then it's a really wide one versus, depending on what Coban you have, it might be just too narrow. I'm looking to see if I can find a picture online of something that I've used before, just to give you a visual really quick, and then you can see kind of what you have in stock and what makes sense.
Yeah, we really don't have stockinettes except for the hats that are given to, that come in the admit packs, the purple baby hats.
Even like a CPAP hat could work if you slice it.
Yeah, see, we don't have those. We'd have to order them.
Oh. Let me see here. I'm finding a picture, but it's not very good. Okay, let me see if it'll let me share my screen. Okay, so up at the very top here, if I can make such a tiny picture, of course. They come in blue and pink, and you can kind of see it comes in like a thick band, almost like a belly band for like securing chocos. Because it's probably a good 5 inches wide, and then it's basically just like a single sheet of this stretchy material, and then you lay the baby's head in the center, and then you wrap left and wrap right around. So instead of having to circle around, and then you use the little sticker that's in there to kind of hold it in place. So you kind of just only make one loop around the baby's head. I'm trying to see if there's another picture here.
And that's provided by
so Native
the company?
sells that. I think they still sell this as part of their OBM accessory pack. Yeah, I'm trying to see. I think it's called OBM 00043. In there, if you just Google OBM accessories, it comes up with this flyer, and they call it wrap hat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay.
aEEG wrap pad. No, none of these are. I'm trying to like see if there's an old brain photo, because sometimes we used to use it for those kinds of things. Well, here's an example of the needles, and they've done what you did, the posy, and looped them up together.
Oh, yeah.
See that one? I don't really see any good pictures. But that just might be something that, I think that with your initial order, they send 2 of those wrap pads. So it may be that it's in a, oh, here you can kind of see. Do you see this as the baby's laying on it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of
No, I think
around.
You're right. I think they do have one in there. We only had 2, so we didn't.
Yes. Yeah.
We didn't open them up or try them or anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, at least you have them if you want to give them a go. It might be something to at least experiment with, and whether or not you need to buy these exact ones, or if you have something in-house that might substitute. But yeah, you can kind of see how the baby's laying on this, and then how you would basically kind of pull the one on the right around towards the forehead, and then you pull the other one around, and then you just secure it with tape or that little sticker or whatever. Yeah. And then, they're fabrics. They can't, unless you have laundry, you have to just kind of toss them when you're done. And it looks like they're just using the regular, like, paper tape on this one. But yeah, that's frustrating. But one of the things I've seen is people not pulling those little hubs far enough away, or the little sheaths. So at least you guys are doing that. That really makes them pop out easily.
Yeah, they've been pulling those all the way back, so that hasn't been the problem.
Cool.
I think it's just, learning it, and I think, like you said, the parting of the hair, and I think one of the babies, we just, it ended up getting like stuck on the hair only, and so it came off real easy.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So if you're using hydrogel, that's always going to be. But are you using only needles at this point?
Yeah, we're only using needles. Yeah.
Yeah. So still just parting that hair, even using the Surgilube or the KY, whatever you have to even paste the hair down. If you have a really hairy baby, just use it as that little bit of hair gel, and it helps to just hold it down flat. Then you can get the tape on there nice, and then using the kind of netting or some wrap to kind of help hold it. They should stay pretty secure. Then, if you're using on milder babies too, they're more active, and then that's always an issue.
Yeah.
But, well, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know where to find me if you have any questions. I would appreciate you being on the phone, and, stay in touch if you need anything.
Okay. Well, I won't. I'm on vacation next month, so I won't be on the call next month.
Oh, you will? Okay. Well, we'll catch you back in November after the Thanksgiving holiday.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Kathy.
Sounds good. Will you be at NAN in Palm Springs?
No, I'm just getting back from vacation, so.
Oh. Bummer.
No, yeah. I wish I could go.
I was thinking maybe I would get to meet you.
Are you going to be there?
I know, it's so close. Yeah, because I just live in Riverside, so I'm going to drive out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, it's not too far. And I'm presenting on Thursday, I think. I'm doing just one of the breakout sessions on Neuro-NICUs and some of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it looks like it should be good. And they're having that pre-conference all on NAS. That looks great, too.
Yeah. That seems to be the
I think it's only $125 to just come for the pre-conference.
Yeah.
Just for that day.
How much is it? And then
I think it's $125 just to come for the pre-conference.
Just pre-conference, and that's that's Wednesday, right?
I think that's Wednesday, the 26th, or Wednesday the 26th.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to think about it.
And I think it's in the afternoon, like 1 to 5 or something.
So I'm not sure how I'm going to be.
You won't be caught up. Don't worry about it. Just, wait till November.
I'd like to go. I really would.
It's so close. It makes all the other logistics so much easier.
Yeah, I know. It is nice that it's close. So.
Well, let me know if you decide to go.
Okay, I will. I'll look you up.
All right, sounds good. Well, have a great day, and thanks for being here and for the conversation, and we'll chat with you next time. Well,
okay.
November.
All right, thank you.
Take care.
All right.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.